What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to episode 10 of the Side Hustle of the Day show. This episode will not be nearly as long as episode 9 was. I hope you guys enjoyed the deep dive into that CNBC Amazon Flex video that I did. Episode 9, check it out. It's very long and in-depth, and I think pretty interesting. So today we're talking about, we're continuing, I'm calling it Driver's Week here, and I've mentioned car part delivery and logistics companies, where you take parts basically and medical devices and medical prescriptions and take them from one place to the end consumer, right? So today we're specifically going to talk about just car parts and doing a little bit of reading because I haven't been in the logistics world for a few years now, for quite a while. Doing some reading on the YouTubes, not the YouTubes, on the Googles, and I found some interesting articles about the online space. And we're not talking about shipping stuff online. We're talking about actual side hustles that you're going to go on foot and do and get things, as they call it, the last mile, the product with the last mile from the manufacturer, the distributor to the consumer. I am going to link a good article. It's early in the morning. A good article below from CNN Business about Amazon and the one market it's having trouble breaking into, and that is selling car parts. Really interesting. Link is below if you want to go read it. But basically, this video is to tell you guys you could walk outside your door right now if you really wanted to, and you can find one for whatever specific vehicle you have right now, I'm pretty sure. But if you have an SUV or especially a small size truck to a larger full size truck, mid-size full size truck, you can go walk into any dealership that's around your house. So we're talking, the Fords, the GMs, the Dodges, all the dealerships. We can start there just with dealerships. And you can walk in there and say, hey, do you guys ship your own parts out? Do you have parts drivers with your own fleet of cars, meaning that they have their own cars that they basically hire people to do part-time, some full-time? Or do you guys contract, independent? Do you do independent contractors to ship out your stuff? Figure that out and then go from there. And I guarantee you that if they don't have a fleet of their own vehicles that they use to ship and they hire people to contract to do it, they will give you an application, have you fill it out, say to go take a drug test, and if you pass it, you're basically hired. And those jobs will, depending on dealership and area, obviously can range anywhere from $10 to $20 an hour, depending on if they do hourly. Some of them do day rates, kind of thing. And I guarantee you, within 5 to 10 minutes, just having that conversation, you'll have a job just walking into those dealerships and asking for it. It's that simple. If they don't, or there's not a dealership around, like super close around you, body shops, or just go to the old Craigslist like I did in the previous example earlier this week. Go to Craigslist and just look up parts delivery and see what industry or what specific retailer or business, for lack of better words, ships parts. You could also take it a step further and just Google logistics companies that have a focus on parts delivery or automotive logistics companies, and see how close they are, and just do a little bit of research and make your own side hustle. Go out there and actually find these companies to do it, because I guarantee you there are dozens and dozens of people that do this in the automotive industry. You can even niche down from there and go tires. I want to just see what people around are hotshotting or delivering tires. I'm sure there's warehouses around there that have to get not just to places like Discount Tire or NTB, but to smaller shops. So when you think about cars, accidents, repairs, those shops, the body shops, the regular repair shops, need to get the part not in days or weeks. They need to get it in like hours and minutes. So there's networks in every city, every state, everywhere, every town to get the parts to the shop, to the DIYer, to the shade tree mechanic, to the dealership. And that's just always going to be there. So even if Amazon does end up coming over and taking the world and eating that part of the industry, there's no way that it's going to be anytime soon, and there's no way that these side hustles wouldn't be available. Go out there and then just Google it. Do a little bit of research, guys. After watching that CNBC Amazon Flex video, what I noticed in some of the people that were doing it, and I've been in the situation where you're finding a hustle to just sustain, to kind of like, all right, I can breathe, I got money for food and gas, and on to the next thing you're working on, whether it's creative or it's a startup or whatever. So it's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But you got to put some effort in. You got to put some effort forward. I can't stress that enough. So that's it. go on Google, go on Craigslist, go on Facebook, and see about parts deliveries, parts logistics, and how easily you can really just go out there and create a job for yourself. If there's a dealership down the road and you need some money right now, and you want to do it part time or potentially even full time if they offer it to you, walk into those dealerships, walk in to those body shops, and then Google the logistics, parts drivers, or parts companies, and I guarantee you'll find a job within an hour of going out there. So hit like, subscribe, bell notification, and if you want, follow me on Instagram at RobGTV. And that is today's Side Hustle of the Day. Remember that a goal without a plan is just a wish, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.